my first question to you is, what enticed you to join that?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was quite simple. I'm nearly 55, and for many years, there's books inside me, and they've been wanting to come out, and I've just been busy, and I just didn't make the time for it. I hadn't made the time for it. And I guess a little while ago, I was thinking, what am I going to do? How am I ever going to create time to do this? And have I got the confidence? And, you know, where all those what if questions. And then I've been following some of your teachings and your manifestation classes for a little while. And suddenly up popped this opportunity for the Author Marathon. And I looked into it a bit more. And it was like, you said it earlier, when the time is right, the teacher will come, and the time was perfect. And it wasn't just perfect for me, because actually I was busier than ever during COVID. I've been working in the National Health Service in England. I have a busy consultancy job there, and also I'm a non-exec director in another organisation in the NHS in England, and I'm a funeral celebrant, and I try and do some of that in my spare time as well, because I like helping people. I'm a nurse by background, so I was really busy. So it's like the time, if my head said, no, you know, don't invest in a program and go and do something at the moment, you just need to concentrate on what you're doing. And it was like, no. I checked out with your team, and it was like, how much time commitment do I need to make? And I settled into myself, and it was like, hang on, with the right teachers and with the right support, then you can do this and make it a reality. And that's what the program, you know, advertised. And I thought, okay, if not now, then when?
Perfect.
Dive in, make a decision, and decide to get on and do it. And your team were brilliant in responding to my questions about time commitment and what have you. And I talked to my beloved wife about it, and I said, I think this is the program that's going to help me, because it's about discipline, it's about community, and I really wanted the community, and the fact of doing it with other people and getting that support and being able to support them, because I always want to make a difference in whatever I'm doing. It seemed perfect. So I did. I took that step, made that commitment, and there I was.
I love that. You know, I have goosebumps while you're sharing that, Jayne. I really do. It's tears in my eyes too, because I love that you decided to step forward and make such a wise decision. And I love how you shared you're a busy person. You got a lot of different things going on. So this was just something else. And I think a lot of people do that. They put things off because they're like, what am I going to have time for that? But you made a decision. So a couple more questions. What did you love most about the Author Marathon?
You and your team. The guys who are on the call, I just need to know, no endorsements, no being paid by Peggy and her team to say this. Is absolutely from the heart. Peggy, your integrity, the way you show up in the world, I've wanted to work with you for a while, and the way you teach, the teaching materials that the course delivered before the 26 days started, before the program, the marathon started, were phenomenal. I used to listen to them when I was cutting my lawn, when I wasn't driving anywhere because of COVID and lockdown, but you know, when I was doing household things, and then other times the first time I listened to them, I was absolutely intent taking notes. So lots of repetition, and that pre-work, I absolutely loved it, because I realized actually more than the physical act of writing was my mindset. And the mindset work has had benefits so beyond just doing the writing, so beyond. I could cry trying to explain what that mindset work has done, what that connecting with my dreams of bringing my message to help more people in the world, being more visible, helping my business, all those things. That actually, so the teaching, the quality of the teaching, your team and they're on hand, your Q&A sessions, absolutely phenomenal, what we learned from them and also what we learned from each other. And the final thing has to be said, all the co-runners in the marathon, the sense of community and support and encouraging each other. You know, if we had a bad day, you know, I posted I'd missed a couple of days because of stuff happening, you know, because life happens. Sure. And the encouragement of people back saying, yeah, that happened, but then we'd all encourage each other to get back on, because, you know, that was yesterday, we've only got today and moving forward. So the sense of community and doing it as a group, and I've made contacts now that I'll keep post the marathon. So absolutely phenomenal.
I love that. It's true. Everyone listening, Jane and I had not talked about this before we got on the call here together today. And this is all going to be a wonderful surprise what the answers would be. And so I'm just so delighted that you're here. I have one last question for you, and then we're going to move on to the next thing. And the last question is, did you get your book written?
Well, I did say to your team when they said, would I come on and talk about this experience, I said, but I haven't finished it yet. And they went, it doesn't matter, be authentically you. Because I said, I can't pretend I have when I haven't. And no, I haven't quite finished it yet, but I set myself a goal and made a decision of when I'm going to finish it by, and I'm still writing. And that's really important. It is my first one. I've had to do a lot of research. And that's fine. I'm comfortable with where it's at because I know it's going to be finished. Not only do I know, one of the tips that you talk about is about seeing it from the end. So I created myself a little book cover that might not be the final book cover, but I created it, and you can see it's here. It's called Leading to
That's beautiful.
And I have it on my desk, and I know, I see it, I know it's going to happen. And the other day, so in terms of the other day I was out in my garden and I was deadheading the roses and I was connecting with, I was being grateful that it's written and it's reaching people, and it's the first of I've got a novel inside me. I've got another 3 books that I know I've already done some outlines to. And I was so grateful that I burst into tears because the feeling was so intense that it's there.
Oh, beautiful.
And this stuff really works. That's all I can say. Anyone who's thinking about shall I, shan't I, dive on in. It was the best investment I have made in myself.
I love that. That is beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Jane. And everyone that's listening, I want you to really hear what she just said about really connecting to the outcome as if it's already done. And she said that she got to the point of tears. When you're there, you're in alignment. I mean, that is the perfect alignment. You are attracting exactly the way you're meant to attract. You've got to feel the feelings of your outcomes as if they're already there. And thank you so much, Jane. I really appreciate you for being here. You're such a gift, and I look forward to seeing your book out there in the world and knowing that it's making a difference in the world and seeing it as a big success as well. So thank you very much from my heart to yours.